What changed from tonight versus Wednesday in Charlotte?
I think we couldn't recover physically. I think you can see in the first half we played pretty well. We created a lot of chances, but in moments that we need that power, if you want to call, close out space and be more tight or aggressive individually and collectively, we couldn't, and we didn't have the players to rotate. So I think that was changed. I mean, we create a lot with the ball, but defensively we couldn't recover the ball as we did the previous game.
Yeah, it felt like the first 10-15 minutes of the second half, there just wasn't a lot of energy in it, and that's where New England puts the game away. Just really no options to change it from the bench.
You can see our bench. We have like a lot of young guys that they're training with us. They're being part of preseason, but they're still young. Not only on the bench, we're talking about Cooper Sanchez that is really young, and we put a lot of responsibility on him. His output physically is over the chart every game, and we keep demanding from him, and he keep pushing himself. So it's not fair, and we wish we have like more players that they can do that role in the middle of the field or overall in every position.
So the two first halves were actually really similar, Wednesday and Saturday to me, in that Atlanta was the better team, but they conceded twice. What of those first halves do you want to see carry forward for the team when we go to Philadelphia next week?
None of them. We want to be 2-0 up. We want to be solid defensively. We want to put away like the chances that we create. And like I said, to have the energy, the power to record the ball in better areas. As you can see, we did a massive effort, but we were like far from the ball. We struggled that, and when you are like 2-0 down, again, I think mentally your tiredness become like even bigger, and it's hard to get out of there. So credit to the players that they keep pushing, and we score a fantastic goal at the end of the game. We create a lot of chances, and they're gonna keep fighting. So that's the hope that we want to see, not from specific half or specific game, but that's what we see the light that we can do it.
All right, we'll go to Zoom. If you have a question, just raise your hand. Sydney first. Go ahead.
Hi, Rodrigo. Cindy Hunt from Scars and Spikes here in Atlanta. I think Jason kind of asked about it, but when you went down 2-0 on Wednesday, you're able to see yourselves back. Why not tonight? Where was the resilience that you saw against Charlotte? Why wasn't that present tonight? I mean, I know you mentioned personnel was kind of light, but should you have enough trust in the players to be able to still fight to overturn that deficit, though?
Yeah, that's true. We believe the players are capable to do. They keep pushing forward. They put in the position the coaches that we believe that we can do it. Then you can see in moments. I mean, we played 3 games. Nashville was on a Friday, so it's about like 10 days with massive outputs physically from the players. And when we make changes in tonight's case, Luke Brennan came, so we had to move Alexei to the middle of the field. So we're missing like another midfielder. Alexei has been playing the entire year, no rest, nothing. So, and you can see he's keep pushing. He creates something at the end of the game, even being that tired. Same like with Miguel, and so I think we're pushing, and we're playing at the highest of our like fitness output, and we wish that we have more time to rest, and also like some players to be able to rotate.
Doug?
Yep, thank you, Rodrigo. Just a couple of questions. Stan, did he suffer another injury tonight? Is that why he had to be subbed off?
No, nothing serious. I mean, he started like cramping. I don't think he has recovered well. So the medical staff, like, they're evaluating him and see how he ended the game. But it's 2 games in not he played a few minutes the other day, but for the rest of the guys, we're playing on turf again. We're traveling. It hasn't been easy, and we lose like Thomas Jacob, Matt Edwards, like, play against Nashville. He came out like, with some problems. He couldn't be on the roster on Wednesday. Now we are pushing him again, so not much training for them, and we need to just put them on a spot that they need to perform in a, like I say, in a turf field, in an environment that is not the easiest and not what we prefer to play on.
I was wanted to follow up with that. Y'all used a couple of the short-term agreement players against Charlotte on Wednesday. I was curious why those guys didn't get used again tonight, particularly when you needed a striker, when you started to fall behind. Why not RF come on? Why not Ignacio, since you did use him on Wednesday to spell Will or Cooper in the middle of the field, or Tristan? Yeah,
we brought those players because we don't have many others, and we need to fill up the roster. Also, we believe, like, in the long term they can help the team, and we can help develop those players. I think the travel experience and being around the players from the first team gonna help them to develop, to get them ready for when we need them. And we don't think will be fair on a game that is 2-0 down, put responsibility on those players to go and fix the problem or solve whatever, like the main players or the starters cannot be able to resolve. So I think Tata is really mindful in how to handle youth and young players coming to the first team, not only in training but in games when you can play them and not hurt them with the development.
That makes sense. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, thanks guys. We'll end it there. We'll have a player up in just a couple minutes.